It was a best-selling novel, a hit movie, and now The Bone Collector is back as a new crime thriller series.
Yeah, Lincoln Rhyme follows a former NYPD detective who teams up with a younger officer played by Arielle Kebbel to track down a serial killer. Take a look.
Get what you're feeling here.
No, you don't. My brother's dead. My mother's dead.
You're right. Okay, no one can understand what that kind of loss feels like. But here's what I need you to know. It is my job, Ben, to get you the answers that you want. Look, if that means Ray, I don't know, but I can promise you that I will not stop until I find something.
And Arielle joins us now. Welcome.
I will not stop until I find something. This week.
Listen, what an exciting project to be a part of. How do you balance as an actress keeping this character interesting and authentic as a police officer?
I mean, I just feel like that's my job as an artist, right? Every character I dive into, it's my job to be authentic.
Yeah.
And so for this particular character, I felt like there was a lot emotionally inside of me that just naturally poured out into Amelia. Like it was almost like the universe knew I was ready to express all of my own wounds and bring them out as like the vulnerable Amelia. And I wanted to show that cops are vulnerable, like they're human beings, you know? And so I wanted people to see a cop on television be vulnerable. I think that actually is strong.
Yeah.
And beyond that, it was important to me to work with female cops, female detectives. We have an amazing detective, Lisa Marie. Hi. She's been on set with us. I've had coffee with her and talked about her emotional journey. I've gone into the precincts and actually been a fly on the wall and watched them. I've seen surveillance videos of people being shot. I've seen calls when people are dead on the spot. I've seen them joking around, getting coffee.
So you've really done everything.
It's, you know what, the NYPD, they're everyday heroes, and I felt like it is my job to tell their emotional story the best I can.
Yeah.
Well, the book was in 1997. The movie was 1999, but
That makes me feel a little better.
I know, right?
It wasn't really that long ago.
Yes, but by the way, everything's still relevant. But what you've done is you've taken technology here to the next level. So how is
The
that?
Lincoln Vision.
Yeah, incorporating
Love it.
that. That's so cool.
I love it too. Yeah. You know, that's been established ever since our pilot, and I think that we have an incredible writing team, and even our DP, everyone was kind of involved in telling the story of like, how do we take the IP and the film and bring it into 2020?
Yeah.
And part of that was updating the technology. You know, for those who have seen the film, like me, I'm a fan.
I know. Hello,
You know,
Denzel.
hello, Angelina.
Hello, Queen Latifah.
Right. But like, you know, she wears a headset, and in our show, I wear a camera, and it's 3D and it's fisheye, and Lincoln has this 3D vision. And so I think it's all about bringing what was established and honoring that, but then also honoring where we are today and bringing the audience into, like, you know, we have incredible technology these days, and how cool would it be to bring that to television? And one of my favorite parts about this show is I've had fans actually tell me they learn from the show. You know, we have incredible characters. Brooke Lyons plays the scientist. She has a big part in this episode coming up tomorrow. And, you know, people tell me, like, they're actually learning from her scientific jargon, you know, and they learn from Lincoln's speeches and spiels. And so I like that I feel like the 3D aspect of it all keeps people entertained, but also is teaching something, which is kind of nice.
That's cool. Yeah. So I have to ask you, you know, because there's this scene there's a situation in the first episode where your character's sister is kidnapped. I mean, you're hunting serial killers. Does this make you hypersensitive to your surroundings? I know for me watching, I'm always like, okay, now I'm, you know what I mean?
I'll whoop-ash. No, it's a great point. Taking on this role, I'm very sensitive to energy. I'm, as an artist, I think, and just naturally, I was born very sensitive.
Yeah.
And so I learned early on, one of my acting teachers said, every actor knows how to action, right? But it's very important to also learn cut. And so a big part of this job has been, how do I decompress from the character every day? How do I separate the character from my own life? How do I kind of go, okay, I'll pick you back up tomorrow, and not bring any of that home?
Oh, I love that answer.
And so I think that that's been part of letting go of the fear of what I'm taking on.
Oh, well, I've taken it on for you. Thank you. Well, you can catch Lincoln Rhyme. I know. Hunt for the Bone Collector Fridays at 8 p.m. on NBC. Lovely to have you
Thank
here.
you for having me.
Now she's rushing off to
Tadashi.
I know. You look fabulous.